Hey cuties, Peachy here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have some Mattel and MGA doll news to talk about. From K-pop Demon Hunters Demon Genu official release information, we have Bratzilla's returning in 2027 confirmed, just differently than we expect. We also have tons of Monster High leaks, first looks, and more, so stay tuned, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hype this video cuties, consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below if you're able to, of course, to support that channel that way, no pressure. And so you do not miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. But for now, let's get into it. Okay, let's start off with the MGA portion here, including Bratz news. So like I mentioned, yes, Bratzilla's a couple days ago, last week, we received information that the trademarks for all of the names of the core group plus the vampire girl were renewed, and these trademarks, whenever they get renewed, that usually means that in a year's time there will be some kind of new release of this character. We've seen this happen before with Mattel characters for Monster High, such as Elizabeth recently. She's going to be coming next year, and of course this year we got Rebecca and Skelita for G3, who we had trademarks for that last year, and also like Moonspell Magic. It's a whole thing. So whenever these trademarks get renewed, that usually means that new dolls are not too far behind. So when we got these trademarks renewed here, we all thought, oh my god, it's going to be a Bratzilla's revival, a renaissance, a second wind, a second generation of Bratzilla's returning, or at very least reproductions, right? So that's what we all thought. But then just today or yesterday, we received confirmation that actually the Bratzilla's revival is going to be much smaller than we expect. It's actually, in fact, just Bratzies as Bratzilla's. So the Bratzilla's are returning, the characters from Bratzilla's are returning, but in Bratzies form. So not technically what we expected or what we wanted, but it feels like Bratz MGA really are putting all their eggs in one basket here. Bratzies seemingly has taken over interest for the MGA team. So oh my gosh, this really sucks, because I think for me, I would have loved to see Bratzilla's return, like fully fledged, new media, new characters, like just new core dolls. But no, it's just Bratzies. And I mean, that's still exciting. That's still going to be the characters returning. But obviously, they're not going to look like the characters. They're not going to look like the dolls as we know them. They're going to look like Bratzies, just in a different color scheme, and perhaps still have like inset eyes, or, maybe they'll carry over some traits like that from the original designs. But really, they're not going to look like the original designs. Like, they're just going to look like Bratzies, just color-coded versions of, it's just not going to be the same. So this really sucks, yeah, because I think all of us were so excited, but now it's like, oh, well, that's not what we wanted. That's not what anyone asked for. It really feels like MGA is just, at this point, they're doing it on purpose. Like, they're doing this to annoy us, because they know that while Bratzies do usually sell, a lot of us are getting annoyed and tired of them. So they're still going on. Like, they're so self-aware, and yet here they are, just, yeah. What I mean, hopefully, if the Bratzillas do well, they will see that they should just do reproductions of the actual dolls themselves and not just Bratzies. I mean, I think they know. MGA knows that we would love Bratzillas to come back, and there would be demand, and they would do great numbers. MJ knows, they just are choosing not to give us what we want, which is very common when it comes to big corporations. Now, speaking of Bratzies, we also have officially revealed here the Bratzies Icons series, basically the second core series here of the characters, including Megan, Dana, Dylan, Felicia, Nevra. Is it Nevra? I think. Yeah, so there's 6 characters here. Dana is the Chase. And if you're wondering what Dana is, she's the one that looks like Grimace. She is supposed to actually represent a shoe bag. So not even a slipper or shoe itself. No, she's a shoe bag. So that's definitely something. But yeah, like I mentioned, she looks like Grimace, essentially. Discount Grimace. Just so funny to me. But yeah, Dylan is here, although people are definitely not pleased with his skin tone. He's definitely a bit white, you know. He's supposed to, like, canonically I think he's black, right? So definitely he's pale here, but you know, Bratz has a history with whitewashing their characters of color, unfortunately. But yeah, this is the Icons series again. I think all of these look good. Megan is like a monkey. Nevra is a bee. Like, that's really cute. Fiona, is that Fiona? I think she's like a butterfly in purple. Felicia, she's like a gecko. She's a gecko lizard, so that's why she kind of has like a tail and she looks different. So I think Felicia's gonna be most people's favorite. I think all of them are really cute. But yeah, I still haven't really hopped onto the Bratzies bandwagon. I don't think I ever will, just because one, they're so expensive. Number two, they're hard to get. Number three, they're blind boxes. You do not know who you're getting. So that's for me, those are three things, kind of major things, that make it hard, if not impossible, to not only purchase one of these, but also to get who you want. And then after you do have one, it's like you just have a bag charm and it's like gonna get dirty. And I mean, to me, I don't see the point, but they're cute. I can appreciate them from afar. I do wonder, like, yeah, like really, how many more Bratzies are we getting this year? Because this year, this new Icons series is the second release. The first release was the Valentine's edition ones. So yeah, I have a feeling we're getting many more this year. Like, we're just scratching the surface. But which one of these is your favorite? Okay, moving on to Mattel news. First up here, Mattel has finally started to announce their appearance at all at San Diego Comic-Con for this year. They had a countdown on Mattel Creations, which is counting down to the day when Comic-Con is happening, which is in later July, so a month from now, basically, which all of this basically just means that any day now, they should be announcing the Comic-Con exclusive Monster High items. Last year, we had the Elvira Comic-Con exclusive and also Comic-Con Sweet Screams Twyla. Those two dolls were basically the Comic-Con releases. So I wonder for this year what they will be. Plus, this kind of ties in, we have a new reel that Monster High shared on the official Instagram page, and it's basically of a makeup artist doing a Laguna-inspired look, which by itself would be like normal, like, okay, that's cute, but in, you know, tying this in with previous posts that they've done in the past week celebrating Laguna, her birthday, just, it's been a lot of Laguna posting. Judging all of this, it does feel like Monster High is leading up to like some sort of reveal that has to do with like a perhaps new Laguna blue doll. And of course, on top of all of this, we also took a look at in my last video for Monster High that there have been these two like leaked molded items, like new fins for Laguna, which do fit her body, and then this mask, which would fit Laguna's theme as well. So these leaked items, all the posting on Monster High's Instagram page, and then now we have the official announcement, basically, that Mattel is going to be at Comic-Con. All of this, I do feel like, has to be, you know, it has to coincide, right? So of course we don't know for sure, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like all harmoniously happening too closely together, and it's just like, it's a bit too perfect. So I do think, in my opinion, one of the Comic-Con exclusive dolls will be a brand new like collector alumni Laguna, but what she will look like, you know, I really don't know. People are saying it's like a Ghouls Rule Laguna. I feel like that would be really fun, especially because there is a mask, again, that leaked. So, but I guess, again, time will tell, but I feel like there has to be some kind of new Laguna doll coming very soon. In a new YouTube video kind of touring the Mattel headquarters, they also showcased in some shots what looks like a new Draculaura head that definitely has like a new makeup look, and people are now saying that this could be like a new Draculaura collector doll. For me, it just looks like perhaps like a test screening that someone did. Like, this doesn't necessarily feel like it's like an official new doll coming. It feels more like just someone practicing, you know, like the painting of the eyes, the makeup, etc. Like, I don't think necessarily that this is going to be a new Draculaura doll, but never say never. I do think, you know, they were allowed to, you know, film these rows of heads and the rooting and stuff. So, I mean, it has to be like okay to film, and like they must have gotten the okay, right? So I mean, I don't know, maybe it really just is like a test head, or it could be a new upcoming Draculaura doll, could even be like a Comic-Con Draculaura doll. I mean, again, you never know, but I do think this is probably like very likely this is just nothing. It's just like a test screening that someone did. I also find it very interesting how the hairstyle is basically schools out Draculaura, right? It's like a one-to-one same look of that design for that doll, just the makeup is very vibrant, so it's not the same look. So this definitely is very curious. Now, this is really exciting. We had a first look at the new Monster High G3 Carnival Frights, which is where G3 Elisabeth will make her debut. And we also had a first look at the Claws and Charms new dolls here for Claudine and Draculaura, respectively. So let's take a closer look because this definitely changes things, especially when it comes to Carnival here, G3's new theme for 2027, where Elisabeth will make her debut. With the first look here at Draculaura in this line, it kind of confirms to us that the Carnival theme in question is not the Brazilian take on it. So this, I guess not. I mean, it could still be, but I don't think this outfit that Draculaura is wearing is very carnival themed like the Brazilian version. So I don't think so, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. But in any case, I am very curious now on how Elisabeth will look, because of Draculaura's outfit here is very carnival, like very festive looking. I mean, she's basically cosplaying as like a clown, like that's kind of like her, like she looks like a jester or something like that. Like she's taking a role in a circus, like she looks like she could fit right in with the circus G1 Monster High theme. Oh my gosh, what's it called? Well, I forgot, but you know which line I'm talking about. Freak du Chic, right? Yeah, so it looks like this doll would fit right in with Freak du Chic from G1. So I do think like now having seen the design for Drag, I'm like even more curious, like, okay, well, how is Elisabeth going to look like? Because again, this is going to be Elisabeth's debut doll in G3. And usually with previous releases like this for Twyla and the Creepover and Heath and Scared Ice Island, both those outfits do work in the settings that they take place in, but they still also work as casual kind of core outfits. So with Elisabeth, how will they make it so that her outfit is carnival themed, like very, very festive, but still kind of everyday-ish enough? So I have no idea, but yeah, Draculaura here looks really cute. A lot of people are saying like she looks amazing. I agree, she does look really cute, but I feel like also keep in mind these pictures might be of the prototypes and not of the actual finalized dolls. We'll have to wait and see how, if anything, changes of this design, but overall I do like what I'm seeing. And then we have Claws and Charms Claudine here, a new line, and she looks rough. Yes, I agree with the overall sentiment. She does not look good. Just the mixture of patterns on the top and the skirt. I do like how the skirt is kind of like more longer. We don't really get longer skirts usually when it comes to fashion dolls in general, but I do like how with the recent core refresh Laguna, her skirt was longer, and now this Claudine has a longer skirt. I do like the fur trim, although like, does everything need to have a fur trim when it comes to Claudine, or is that just kind of like a safety net that they usually always, implement in her design? Because she's a werewolf, fur trim, that'll solve a design, when really perhaps some designs are too far gone. Maybe they're just bad designs, and no amount of fur trim can spice it up or make it look any better or peppier, or make it look interesting. So with this outfit, I don't think the fur trim saves it, but it's nice, and I like her kind of glove thing. Her shoes look kind of cool. It's just, I don't like the mixture here of the patterns and also the hair and like whatever kind of plastic ribbon or headband she's got going on. I don't like that. I don't like it. And the hair looks like it's poly. So I feel bad for Claudine. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen a good, really like undeniably well-designed good Claudine doll in G3. Like it's she's had a rough time. So hopefully this is a prototype and maybe her final doll will look better. Now for Claws and Charms, Cleo and Draculaura are also going to be a part of this line, and for Carnival Frights, Frankie, Elizabeth, and Draculaur are a part of that line. So yeah, really promising so far, first looks. I do wonder again how much of this is finalized, if they really look like this, or if these are prototypes. We'll have to wait and see. Small Barbie update here. The recently released Barbie fashion model collection doll number 5, Barely Blush, just released like a day ago, and she is sold out. Remember when I talked about in my video, in my last video, how, oh, I'll get her, I'll wait the 2 weeks, hopefully I can use a promo code on her, and hopefully I can buy her with the next Mattel Creations drop happening on June 30th, so I can pay only shipping once. Remember I had such naive plans on how to get this doll? Well, they failed, because she sold out in like 2 days, basically, which is crazy. I think essentially a couple hours after she was like the member exclusive drop. I'm not sure if she was like members exclusive. There was like a member window, and then after the members window closed, maybe she was still members exclusive, but they were still like maybe they had like a separate stock for the early window. I'm not sure how that works, but essentially there was a countdown. After the countdown ended, and she was still available, she sold out. She sold out. And I remember because I made my short form video on her in the afternoon, and then I took a nap, I slept, and then when I woke up, I noticed, checked my cart, and she was sold out. So literally like just a couple hours later, she was gone. Just after, when I had such high hopes for myself of getting her, because I really did not think she would sell out like not nearly this quick. Like I do think she's really pretty. Like I love the capelet, all the bows, the embroidery, the little hood. I think all of that really is amazing on her. I don't love her 100% because the hair and the face is just not very special to me, but still, like I was planning on getting her. I really was. But now it's like, oh, oopsie, you shouldn't have waited. And I know this is such a like champagne problem to have. Like, oh, boohoo, I couldn't buy her. I couldn't spend my $100+ US on her, on this somewhat decent doll that Mattel is giving us. But like for real, like it really is like so. I'm so mad at myself because I remember the previous Silkstone dolls in Fashion Model Collection. The third doll, the fourth doll, I got those two right when they dropped. And guess what? Those two did not sell out until months and months later, until many sales later, okay? And the one time where I grant myself a couple of days to think about it, she sells out immediately? I'm sorry. This has to be some kind of like joke. It has to be some kind of joke on me. The universe is pranking me because I waited. The one time I take time to think about it, she sells out. And the previous times, they do not sell out. I mean, it's kind of crazy. It is kind of just, wow. She was gold label. She was limited, I'm assuming, to 20,000. But that's still like 20,000 people? You're telling me 20,000 people bought this doll full price in less than 2 days? What? Excuse me. I mean, I guess it happened. I mean, that must have been what happened, but just, I cannot believe it. I truly cannot, and I understand, like, probably no one cares. No one cares. But I feel so mad at myself. You cannot believe the amount of, like, annoyance I have towards myself because I should have known better. I should have been like, no, girl, no, just buy her. Don't regret it. But no, I do. I regret it now because I missed out. And if I want to buy her, I already checked on eBay. She's like double the price. So, oh my God. And again, I realize these are such like first world problems to have, but like for me, this is so annoying. Like I cannot. I'm actually so, I'm pissed at myself. I hate myself right now. I should have known better. Okay, anyway, moving on. Lastly, we do have to talk about news here for K-pop Demon Hunter Mattel dolls. Firstly, we have real life looks at the new singing and core dolls for K-pop Demon Hunters, the Huntrix, Rumi, Mira, and Zoe, and of course Gino here as well. Specifically for these singing dolls, we even have pictures of Rumi here unboxed, and I saw a video of how the song actually plays from the doll. It sounds lovely. The packaging looks really nice and officially remember all of these new Mattel dolls for K-pop, Demon Hunters, the singing dolls, core dolls, and eventually as well the deluxe Rumi doll. All of these are supposed to be hitting June 22nd, or at least the end of June of this this year. So at the end of this month, they should be releasing officially on all your major retailers. So that is happening very soon, basically like next week. I cannot wait. They all look amazing in person. I am definitely going to be buying the core dolls. Probably not the singing dolls, just because those are so expensive and they really don't have articulation. And for me, I don't need them, but definitely the core dolls. So look forward to my reviews on those dolls as soon as I get my hands on them. But what do you think? And the big news here is that the fan voting winner, Demon Genu, we have now official information on his release, and in fact, he's already available for pre-order on Mattel Creations right now, priced at around $80 US, not including shipping as per usual. And the official ship date for him, because he is a pre-order, get ready, sit down, the ship date for him is June of next year. It's June of next year. You heard me right, folks. You gotta wait a whole ass year to get your hands on Demon Genu here. So, okay. Take my money now and give me my doll in 1 year time. I guess that's the motto for Mattel, because they keep doing this. They keep putting these pre-orders from like Fangvote, Abby. We had the Huntrix 3-pack from last year. It's coming this year. And now Demon Genu, you gotta wait a whole year for him to ship out. So yeah, that's great. He is expensive. $80 is expensive for what you're getting here. Yes, for sure. I mean, we knew he was gonna be expensive because Mattel knows that they can afford to price these dolls higher because there is such a hype for anything K-pop Demon Hunter doll related. So because of the hype, Mattel knows they can charge as much as they want for these dolls, and very likely most people will still purchase. So because of that, I did think he was going to be expensive, but at least he's not $100 US. At least he's only 80. So yay! Now again, he's available already. He essentially, I'm pretty sure in these stock photos, well, quote, stock photos, they're still using the prototype version of this doll. I don't think they actually have a finalized sample of him, but what these photos do reveal to us is that we do have a stand that comes with this doll. I mean, thank you. At $80, you would expect a stand. I hope the packaging looks good, although again, we don't have a picture of the packaging. I don't think this doll that you're seeing here on the video, on the stock photo, I don't think this is the finalized doll. Again, I'm pretty sure it's still the prototype that they used all those months ago, but I do think it will look like that. I mean, if this is the final doll, then excuse me, correction. But I'm not sure. This still looks like the prototype to me. But either way, he looks great. Yeah, will I get him? I haven't purchased him yet. I haven't done the pre-order. I don't know what I'm doing here. 24 hours from now, he might be sold out. So maybe I should just do it right now and like get it over with. But I do want him. I did vote for him. I do think he looks great. It's just he's expensive. And he's going to be here in a year's time. I feel like for me, I'm moving soon. I mean, of course, I can always just change my address. I don't that's not a really real reason for me not to buy him, because I'm moving. Like, what, I can still change my address before he ships. Like, that's enough time. But I don't know, I just like, there's a lot of stuff going on. He's expensive. I don't know, he does have a lot of details. I just feel like he's very simple. He just has a stand as an accessory. Like, he has nothing else. Like, the hat, everything does look good, but I feel like he's missing something. Like, if they included Sussy, the bird, or his tiger friend Derpy, like if they included them as accessory pets or something, that would be really fun. I feel like that would make it more worth it. But I don't know. I did vote for him, like, so I do want him, and I should buy him, because boy dolls, we need more boy dolls. And I probably will. I just I hate, he's expensive. And I'm really, like, for me, the best ideal scenario here is that because he's a pre-order and because so clearly they do not have him made yet, that's why we need to wait a whole year for him to get shipped. It's because they haven't made the actual doll yet. Because of that, I'm hoping that he will stick around for 2 weeks and I can use the pre-order, like the promo code on him, or at the very least, I can buy him with another drop coming later this month. So I have to pay shipping only once. I'm really hoping I can do that because I really don't want to pay shipping twice. With the shipping, he's gonna be $100, like easily. So I want to save myself shipping, pay shipping once. So for me, that's my plan. I'm hoping he sticks around because he's a pre-order, because they still have to they have to actually produce the doll here first. So there is no amount that they can sell out of. I'm assuming they're just gonna get the orders in. They're gonna wait a couple weeks, and then once they've waited, they will make the amount into, they will do that production. So they will do a production run. So that's what I'm assuming is going to happen. I don't think they should have a limited quantity because they haven't made the doll yet, if that makes sense. So I don't know. Maybe I'm Delulu. Maybe I should just buy him already because I should not run the risk of just him, quote, selling out. But I don't know. I really want to try like waiting so I don't have to pay shipping twice. Can you imagine? The shipping is expensive. Shipping is expensive, y'all, on Mattel Creations. But what do you think of Gino here? Did you buy him already, or are you also waiting for something else to drop to kind of like pay shipping once, or maybe use the promo codes on him? Again, that usually takes 2 weeks time. Anyway, that does it for today's Mattel and MJ doll news recap. I hope you all enjoyed, and let me know what you think down below. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hype this video, cuties. Consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below if you're able to, of course, to support the channel that way. No pressure, and so you do not miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the dollty you love. Thank you also to all my currently subscribed members. I see you and I appreciate you all so much. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time stay peachy. Kisses.